Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to week 7 of the TGS. We're taking on Owen, or OGalbina, commissioner of the league. He's chilling at 1-5, but he did just pick up his first win last week, so he's on a bit of a high right now. And we're looking up to, I think, clinch a bye. We're 5-1 tied with Aster for the top 2 spots, but we do play Aster in the final week of the season. So I don't actually know if we win this week if we clinch one of the 2 byes, because there are a couple of 4-2 teams. So if the 4-2 teams win the last 2 weeks and end up 6-2, and then we win this week but lose to Aster and end up 6-2, there's a chance that maybe we don't get a top 2 spot. But if we win this week, we do have a good chance. If we lose, we're probably not going to get a bye, but bye is not a big deal. We're going to be in the playoffs regardless. So looking at his team, he's got Blaziken, Terra, Raging Bolt, Roaring Moon, Rillaboom, Sandy Shocks, Primarina, Torkoal, Copperajah, and Komala. So couple things I noticed. He's missing a couple of, like, I don't know if they're like key types, but some important types really. I mean, he doesn't have a psychic type, it looks like. He doesn't have a ghost type, so he can't block my spin. What else? I feel like he's missing another type or something. What is he missing? He doesn't have a poison type either, so he doesn't have a psychic, a poison, or a ghost. Interesting. And then he's missing some other ones too, like maybe like bug and rock, but those aren't really as important. But psychic, ghost, and poison he doesn't have. So because he doesn't have a poison type, I kind of want to run Toxic Spike here with Meowscarada. He does have he has 2 spinners, Torkoal and Komala. One of them probably comes. I don't think both of them come, but I do have Peshron anyways to block the spin, so I do think a Toxic Spike route could be very useful here. I'm really thinking that Raging Bolt is going to be Terra Poison versus my team. I mean, it does give him a Toxic Spike Absorber if he wants that, but Poison also resists Valiant Stabs. It resists Meowscarada's Flower Tricks and U-Turn as well. Yeah, I could see Terra Poison from Raging Bolt. But yeah, I think I'm gonna throw Meowscarada with Toxic Spike on there. Probably just gonna be a lead with Focus Sash if I had to guess. I think the Pokemon that he brings is gonna determine if I want to lead this or not. Because like if he doesn't bring Torkoal and Komala for some reason, then yeah, for sure I'm getting a Toxic Spike up turn 1. If I see Torkoal's probably the lead, so I might not want to lead Meowscarada versus it. I think I definitely want Flower Trick for Shocks / Prima. It makes a lot of sense. Flower Trick. I'll outspeed even a Scarf Primarina because I'm going to go faster than Roaring Moon. So it's going to be Jolly. 372. Right? I think Moon hits 371. Let me double check. No, he hits 370, my bad. So 371 we can go down to. U-turn makes a lot of sense. Just so I can come in versus Moon and just get momentum as well as hit Rillaboom. Do I just want to knockoff as the last move? Knockoff could be okay if he like brings in Torkoal as a switch in. Knockoff, then U-turn out. I could also run Spike if I want to do dual hazards. I think I'll just throw knockoff for now, but I might change it to Spike. I gotta think about it. Because we do plan on setting the Toxic Spike up and his only removal is spin, I do think Peshron is needed. Peshron's also just not bad for things like Rillaboom, and it can take a hit from Blaziken if he's physical. Same with Copperajah. Even Roaring Moon. I think I'm going to make him Colbur Berry though, because Rillaboom can run knockoff, Blaziken can run knockoff, Roaring Moon will probably have knockoff. So I do think there's a solid chance that the Colbur Berry pops here. What moves do we want versus him? I think just dual stab like usual is fine. I'm gonna go Hex. Might be a bit better than Shadow Wall just because again I do plan on getting Toxic Spike up. Do want Recover. And last slot, what do I want? I could go Toxic, could go Parting Shot. I don't think Foul Play makes a bunch of sense because his offensive mons resist Dark. At least Blaziken and Roaring Moon do. Parting Shot isn't bad. It's either Parting Shot, Toxic, or Memento maybe. I don't think Memento is that great though. I feel like Parting Shot would probably just be better than Parroting. Pesheron's actually faster than a lot of his team naturally. And it could be clutch if I'm faster than Primarina. So I do think I want speed on this guy. I'm not saying a ton of speed. What speed do I want? I don't know if Primarina runs Scarf here. It doesn't really make sense because it doesn't outspeed 2 of my mons anyway with Scarf. I'm probably just gonna have enough speed so Scarf Primarina like doesn't outspeed me, like if he's creeping Lugias speed with Scarf Prima. That makes sense. So Primarina, if he wants to be choice scarfed and outspeed Lottie, he would go to 234 to hit 251 or 351. So I'll go to 235 with Pesci. So that's not that fast. And then I think just max HP Bold is solid here. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Let's see what else. I really want to bring Corviknight versus him because he's one of the big Corviknight haters. And Corviknight's not terrible. Like again, it could check Rillaboom, it could check Roaring Moon, but he has a Torkoal, he has 2 offensive electric types, he has a Blaziken. Like, I don't think Corviknight's too good in this matchup here. Terapagos looks really good. His only normal resist is Caparaja. He doesn't have a ghost type again. So I definitely think Terapagos is on the team. I'm not sure of the set yet. How is Specs Terapagos? That could be interesting. Probably not it though. I kind of like Specs Valiant though, because I could also run Vacuum Wave to hit Roaring Moon / Blaziken if they're boosted speed. His Moonblast resist is Torkoal Caparaja, but Torkoal probably takes a lot from a Specs Moonblast from Valiant. Let me see. I would be timid. If I go modest, I think I speed tie max speed shocks, huh? Yeah, 331. There's no way he goes max speed shocks though, right? There's no point unless he like calls me going modest for some reason. I'm gonna go modest. I think that's a fine risk to take. So if I'm modest, how much does Torkoal take? Torkoal takes literally it's 2 shot if he says def. So that's not a switch in. Caparaja can take less for sure. Yeah, if it's spit def copper, that takes like not too much. But if I go for Aura Sphere, it'll obviously do it a crap ton. So that's not really a switch in either to Valiant. So I kind of like Specs Valiant. He has to really think about what he switches in. That's another reason I think Raging Bull has to be poison here. I really do. So I'm going to run Psychic coverage on this Valiant just in case, even though I don't need it versus his team. Just in case he started poison. So I think just Moonblast, Aura Sphere, Psychic or Psyshock. Let me see Raging Bolt's stats. They're like identical. He could be like a Calm Mind, so I'm gonna go Psyshock, I think actually. Psyshock, and then Vacuum Wave could be cool here. Modest. Now I could just leave it like this and just be absolute, just a speed tie shocks if he is max speed. But if I'm really calling him, you know, not going absolute max speed and just creeping down to like Pestron or whatever, or Tropigus, I could creep that and then get some more bulk, but I don't really know if that's worth it. Like, the whole point of this guy is just to do damage. I'm not really necessarily going to take hits, so this could just be safe for now, I think. Looks not bad. What else? I think, I mean, obviously Lugias has to come on the team, right? And then I think the last slot is just Pert or Belly Bolts. I think rocks are probably, it's kind of important here. So if I don't run spikes on Meowscarada over Knock, then I think I want Pert. Pert can be kind of spadef to, you know, to take 1 or 2 hits from the electric types he's got. Primarina is probably going to carry Energy Ball, so that's not going to really do anything. But that could be okay. I think Pert is looking a little bit better than Belly Bolt. Yeah, if Belly Bolt had Volt Absorb, it doesn't have Volt Absorb, right? No, it has Electromorphosis. If Belly Bolt had Volt Absorb, I'd probably take that instead, but it does not. And I do think I want a ground type versus double offensive electric. So let's do Swampert first. Probably just gonna be lefties, rocks. I need Stomping Tantrum, not EQ, because he does have terrain. Flip Turn, of course, because we love momentum. What do I want as my last? Could go Rain Dance, perhaps, to stop the sun. That'd be interesting, huh? Dude, and if I click Rain Dance on Torkoal as he goes for like Solar Beam, that means he'd have to charge up and then I could just Flip Turn. That'd be sick, huh? I don't know if Rain Dance is really it though. It might just be Roar, a Roar angle. Or it could do Brick Break in case he's like a Screen Sandy Shocks. I'm not bringing Defog. Brick Break hits Roaring Moon a little bit harder. Counter could be cool. Knock Off is always nice. Roar, does he have anything that I have to roar around? Blaziken, I just kill it. If he doesn't kill me first. Raging Bolt is probably what I'm going to switch this into. So maybe if he's like a Calm Mindset, I gotta roar it. No, I could just probably attack it though. Mirror Coat could be cool. Mirror Coat could be cool for Prima. But no, I would just Flip Turn into something versus Prima. I'm not sure what I go as the last move here. I'm gonna leave it out for now. This is gonna be more Spadef though. I don't know if I want it fully Spadef. Let me see. Let me look at some calcs real quick. Let me check if this thing is modest ability or item. Sorry, choice specs. And if he is Terra Dragon, I'm gonna get 2-shot regardless. It looks like. Yeah, I get 2-shot regardless, so I don't actually know if that matters. Let me check the Blaziken calcs. If he is Life Orb, and he goes to +2, I just get blown away by close combat. Could run Aqua. Oh no, is it gonna get Aqua that does it? No, dang it. That would have been cool. Let me check Caparaja calcs. Does Caparaja get Power Whip? Let me check real quick. I think it does, right? Or did it lose it? I know I had it, right? Oh, it doesn't have it anymore. Okay. And let's check Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon, if he's banded, that does a lot. He has to be Jolly here because of Valiant. But he could just be, he might just be booster with Acro just to kill Valiant / Meowscarada. And then probably knock off, and then probably Dragon move maybe? He doesn't really hit Corviknight with that, with Roaring Moon, but that's like the only Pokemon, so I'm not really too sure he cares. Let me check Sandy Shock's damage versus Swampert. Okay, so actually, yeah, I take that well. If I'm 236, 100 defense, how much do I have left over? Let's say I'm this spread. 236, 100, 172. Okay. That does really nothing. Let me check Prima. Okay, can we get offensive Primarina? Sure, choice specs. Holy. Does he bring Specs Prima? If he's bringing Specs Prima, he's just planning on clicking Hydro Pump. And to be honest, that's a pretty valid strat because my water resists are Meowscarada, which doesn't really count, and then Lugias is probably going to Terra into another typing. So, I mean, even if I'm max though, like Specs Pump is going to two-shot me. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. I think this is okay. Now we need to determine the Lottie. First, Lottie has to be shiny. Alright. But Swampert's going to be primarily there just to get up the rocks. Alright, so what Lugias should we go here? Again, he's missing some key typings. I could go Poison. I actually kind of like Poison. One. Again, I'm not weak to ground, I'm only weak to psychic, and he has no psychic type, and I don't think any Pokemon on his team is going to have psychic coverage. The only thing that might have psychic coverage is Prim for Pesharunt, but water just hits Pesharunt fine. So unless he like expects poison from me, I think he's not going to have psychic coverage. And if I become poison type, I resist Rillaboom's Grassy Glide, as well as just pretty much any attacks from Rillaboom. I can hit Primarina super effectively, which is probably going to be his Latias response. So what coverage do I need? Dragon hits Roaring Moon, Raging Bolt. Poison hits Rillaboom, Prim. Blaziken, Sandy Shocks, Torkoal are weak to ground / water. So I could run Surf. And then I would just not have super effective coverage for Copperajah and Kamala. Which I think is fine. I think those are his two weakest Pokemon. His two weakest Pokemon anyway. So I'm thinking either like a... I'm thinking 3 attacks and then either Agility or Recover as the last move. I think it could be a pretty good win con if I'm Agility 3 attacks, like just as a late game cleaner, you know? Especially, I think if I run this set too, like I definitely, again, want to get up the spikes ASAP for the chip. I think that's a pretty good game plan here. If he Terras into anything, am I walled by any typing? Dragon Pulse is just weak to, or like resisted by Steel Fairy, so Fairy, Terra Blast takes care of it, and if he's Terra Steel, then Surf would be my hardest hitting move. So if he's Terra Steel, then I'm obviously gonna have to weaken that a bit, but that's okay. Terra Steel, I'm okay with for sure. So I think that's not bad. Because I have so many different types of attacks, I think I'm gonna run X Rebel here. And then if I'm agility, I want to just make sure I'm faster than Roaring Moon at +1 speed after the agility, right? Plus, if I'm agility, that means Blaziken can't outspeed me after a +1 speed boost. So yeah, I think that's okay. So what speed do I have to hit to outspeed Roaring Moon at +1? Oh god. 555. So let's go to Lugias. Let's go to +2 speed. That's already faster. So I actually don't need any speed investment. So maybe I want speed just to outspeed something naturally. Maybe just to outspeed Rillaboom naturally, because Rillaboom seems like a pretty good setup target, since all he's probably going to do is knock off me if I Terra Poison. Or even if I don't Terra, he's probably just going to knock off, so I would lose my belt, but then I would get the free agility. So maybe I want to be faster than just Rillaboom naturally. So that would be like, what, this? Well, he's going to go, is he going to go Adamant here? He's going to go Adamant here for sure, because he just Grassy Glides Tropigus regardless. So let's do Adamant Rillaboom. We'll go faster then. So let's go to 270. So that's not that much speed, to be honest. 56. I do think I want max special attack since I'm offensive here. And you know I love max HP. So that seems like a pretty good set. Let me import this into the calc and see how much we're doing to all of his guys. Alright, first up on the list was Blaziken. Biome Terra Poison. Okay, Surf should just Oko Blaziken, unless he's got some investment. Let's just go to max HP. After a spike, or I'm sorry, after a rock or a toxic spike, he should be dead. So Blaziken definitely dies. Raging Bolt. Now again, Raging Bolt can Terrastalize into something not weak to me. But if he doesn't, then yeah, he dies out also after a spike or toxic spike damage. Now he can Thunderclap me, but that's okay. Thunderclap doesn't do that much to me. So Raging Bolt's probably going to be very bulky though, because it doesn't really need the speed. So I might need a little chip on Raging Bolt for sure for that sweep. Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon is gonna more than likely also die after hazard. So everything is like basically in range, like after a hazard. So the hazard is very important for this game plan to work here. So maybe I lead Swampert to get the Stealth Rock up immediately. Definitely lead one of my hazard setters, I think. It probably depends on what he brings. Rillaboom probably just dies to Terra Blast. Yeah, it definitely dies. What else? Sandy Shocks, Primarina. Sandy Shocks, again, it just needs a little bit of chip and Surf should take him out. Primarina, let's say he's not Assault Vest. Max HP. Primarina is going to be the thing that needs some chip for sure. If he's just max HP, it doesn't kill after initial spike. But I'm poison type, so he shouldn't be able to do a lot to me. Like, it's just going to be Hydro Pump. How much does Specs Hydro do? Specs Hydro doesn't kill, it does a lot though. But again, if he specs, then he's probably only going to be max HP. So, okay. Yeah, I like the Lottie set. Torkoal, I'll check real quick in the sun. Torkoal should die to 2 Terra Blasts. Okay. And then again, Caparaja is kind of the only thing that, yeah, I don't do anything to Caparaja. So I'm going to have to make sure I kill that guy first before I go for this win with this Lugias set. So in that case, I probably want... Perk can do a lot of damage to him, but I think the spike will go a long way versus things like Caparaja if it comes. So I think I kind of want spike here. And then just go hard pressure on whenever he brings in one of the spinners. Even if he calls that in doubles, I need to protect the spikes. So I think I'm going to do that actually. And just hope he's not like heavy duty boot spam. Flower Chick U-turn. For Meowscarada, that's fine. Pert. I'm probably going to go knock off here. What's the switch into Swampert? The switch into Swampert is Primarina or Rillaboom. Primarina or Rillaboom. Rillaboom I can just go Pesherant though. Primarina I don't really have a safe switch in per se. So, but if he goes Primarina, that's actually not bad for me if I knock him off on the switch, because again, that's the main thing I need chip for Lottie. And if he's AV, I'll knock off the AV. So I think knockoff is fine, especially because I'm going Spike over this guy. So I'm gonna put knockoff on Pert. So that seems not bad. I want to check actually how much Vacuum Wave does to what's it called? Roaring Moon, because I think Roaring Moon offensively is probably my biggest problem. Roaring Moon plus Blaziken. So Specs Vacuum Wave to Moon. Roaring Moon. He's not going to be very bulky because he has to outspeed Valiant. Does over half. That's good. That's good to know. Good to know. And then how much is just Blaziken? Does about half to Blaziken. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. And then Big Terapagos. What set do we want here? We have Fizdef, Pesherant, mostly Spadef, Pert, Setup Lottie, Spike Lead, and just a hard hitter. So his normal resist is only Caparaja. Could go Scarf for some speed control. I could go just Calm Mind with leftovers. He does have Vacuum Wave himself with Blaziken. He does have Grassy Glide with Rillaboom. It can be like Encore with Prima. Definitely want Terrastar. So I think I'm just gonna go Terrastar Storm, Earth Power. That makes sense. I could also go Flamethrower. Actually, I mean, I'm just gonna go Flamethrower. Why would I not go Flamethrower? To hit Copper, as well as maybe he's Terra. I don't know, Terra Poison. I'm sorry, if he's Terra Steel on this thing. I guess if he Terras into a Rock type, then he walls my attacks, but I don't think he's going to Terra into a Rock type. That'd be interesting. So, now what do I want as my moves? Do I want Rock Polish? I could go double like speed boosting. Could go Calm Mind, Rapid Spin. He does have... He just has Rocks and Spikes, right? Yeah, he doesn't have Toxic Spike. He can't block the spin though if I do run Rapid Spin just in case. That could be not bad. Heavy Duty Boots, Spin, and then I'll make sure I'm faster than Blaziken just so I +1 if he protects. I'm still faster if I'm +1 speed. I kind of like just 3 attacks, Spin, so I guess technically 4 attacks. My last attack, the reason why I said 3 attacks is I'm thinking I run like maybe Dazzle Gleam just to make sure I kill Roaring Moon, because I don't think a regular Terrastar Storm would kill it. So if I want to be faster than Blaziken for sure, I have to go to 285 or 286. Max special attack, HP. I'm just Heavy Duty Boots. Let me check how much I'm doing. Let's check Dazzle Gleam. Import. Terapagos versus Roaring. Oops. Roaring Moon. Yeah, Roaring Moon actually has really good special defense. So that's one of the situations again where I would have to make sure I need some chip before Dazzling Gleam just KOs it. But I like this team. It's pretty offensive. Pert just flip turns after rocks, and then Pesherant also is probably going to be parting shot out a lot. And then just into like offensive team. Probably gonna go with Meowscarada as the lead to click either T-Spike or Spike. If he's not Terra Poison Raging Bolt, then I will for sure probably click Spike first. Does Spike not hit anything? He doesn't have a flying type either. He's missing a flying type too? Oh my god. So Spike hits everything then, yeah. Wow, he's missing a lot of types. So yeah, I'd probably just Spike. If he is Terra Poison, or really if he has a Torkoal, I might be a little bit hesitant to lead Meow. I might actually just lead Terapagos if he has a Torkoal and just attack it with Starstorm, because that kind of prevents him from clicking rocks anyways. So then I'll still have my Sash, because if he clicks rocks versus Terapagos, I'm just gonna spin this the turn after, right? So I think I like that plan. If there's no Torkoal, then I'll probably just lead Meowscarada for sure. If there is one, then I'll probably lead Terapagos. I think Valiant's Specs Moonblast is really strong here, especially if there's no copper. So I like this play. This team. I don't have switch-ins to per se like everything. Like Blaziken, for example, if he just SDs and then he Flare Blitzes, if he's like Life Orb as I go Peshron, he probably kills me, right? I'm just gonna import this whole thing. So I might just have to kind of play the game where I kind of just stay in with whatever's out versus his threats I can possibly set up. Let me check. Pesherunt versus Blaziken. If he's Adamant, Life Orb. Okay, so no, he actually doesn't KO me, but he does a ton. But I think that's good enough for the team, to be honest. Yeah, again, I don't really have like great switch-ins to, again, if it's like Specs Perma, for example, like Hydro Pump will just pretty much claim one. If I still have my Terra Shell on Terapagos, I'll probably go into that, which could suck, because if he just flip turns, then I lose my Terra Shell for nothing. But I don't really have like great switch-ins. But this is an offensive team. I think my offense can out-pressure his team, and we can come out with a dub here. Maybe like in the Sun, if Roaring Moon is like boost energy plus like a boosting item, not like boost energy, but like in the Sun he gets the Photosynthesis buff plus the boosting item, maybe that could be a bit scary, especially because I don't have Corviknight, but I do have that strong Vacuum Wave in the back. And Lugias should be able to take one hit from Roaring Moon if I Terra Poison. So that is going to be the team, guys. Thank you guys a ton for watching the team builder. I'll see you guys in the battle. Peace. What's up, guys? We're here for the battle versus OGalbina. No changes to the team. Didn't do any mocks or anything, so we're going in with the team we made. Unfortunately, he does have Copper, which is not what I wanted to see. No Rillaboom. So I definitely have to chip the Copper before I try to win with Lugias. And he's Terra Electric on Raikou. Interesting. So I think he does have the Torkoal, so I was saying I'm not sure if I wanted to lead Meowscarada if he has Torkoal, but I do think that's probably still my best play. I could also lead Swampert and get up the rocks. Swampert doesn't really have a bad lead, besides like maybe Prim. So I'm gonna lead Pert. Well, I said besides Prem. So let me see if he kills me. I know Specs Energy Ball is gonna kill me. Let me see if he's not Specs. Not Specs. Energy Ball doesn't kill me unless he's Expert Bell or has a small chance. I don't really switch into this guy though, that's the problem. So I'm gonna just click Stealth Rock. Okay, that does actually nothing. What? I did 27. So he's actually not invested at all. And he's not a boosting nature either. So Energy Ball actually doesn't kill me from here, so I'm gonna go for Knock here. It's a crit, unfortunately, but I want to see what his item is. Maybe he's AV? Leftovers. So I think I can go Pesherunt here. Or do I want to flip turn to get momentum? Because if I flip turn, I can go to Masquerade and also get a spike up. Again, this is my whole game plan. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to flip turn. Pert is unfortunately basically dead, but it's all good. Let's go Meow here. And I'm going to get up a spike. I think spike is more useful. I need it for Caparaja. Yeah, he goes Torkoal. And he's not boots, so it's good to know. And I will U-turn into Pecharon here, because I do not want him to rapid spin the hazards away. If he sets up rocks himself, it's all good. It is all good. So he can definitely be Heat Rock. I'm assuming that's what he's going to be. I can get ready to calc the damage, I suppose. Torkoal. I'm going to be a ground type. 6. He's helmet. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go Pecharon here. Have to. Yeah, he just rocks. I can just chain here. His only poison switching is that Caparaja. But I think I'm fine versus Caparaja, so I'm just gonna chain here. Yeah, he does go Copper. I'm not really quite sure what this thing is gonna do to me. Like, let me see. Pecharon versus Caparaja. Heavy Slam. What if he's like max attack, adamant? He shouldn't be doing that much. I'm just gonna hex him here. See what he's got. Knock. Okay, that's fine. I'm really under no threat though, so I'm gonna hex again. Again, this is the thing that I need to. Oh my god, he has Earth Power. I did not think of that. But this is the thing I need chipped for Lottie. So I'm fine with this. I think Lottie has a very clear endgame win here with this thing weakened. So what I could do is I could go. Well, I think my sack is actually Pert here. So let's sack Swampert. As he does Earth Power, knock me out. And then I can go Valiant. Let me actually check if he's AV or anything. Pecharon Hex versus Copper. Doesn't look like he's AV. It looks like he's just max Spadef. So he can still be Choppleberry, which is scary because if he's Choppleberry, he lives Valiant Attack. My other play is to go Tropigus. Just to go Tropigus. I could also go back into Pecharon and just start spamming Recover. But, because he's -1 now. But I don't know if that's the play there. Let's go Tropigus. And I'm gonna actually just attack him first with Flamethrower. And then I'm gonna Rapid Spin after. I think that's the best play. I am kind of committing to the Latias win here, but I think that's very possible. Especially if he's not boots on like anything. I think he has to stay in here because the threat of me just setting up is too much. Yeah, he does just stay in. So he knocks off my my boots, which are fine. I'm gonna spin here just to make sure I'm faster on everything, unless he's scarfed on something. And then he just Iron Heads. So Flamethrower to pick him off. And again, that is the thing that I wanted dead for Latias. So only thing I have to think about now is what am I setting up on with Lottie. I'm not sure. He probably goes into... He doesn't go Blaziken here. He doesn't go Prim. He has to go into Roaring Moon or Raging Bolt. One of those two. I'm hoping he goes Roaring Moon, because then I can hit him with a Dazzling Gleam. I don't think Scarf kills me unless he's like Outrage. He's Terra Electric. Maybe Terra Electric Thunderclap kills me. Raging Bolt. Terra Electric Thunderclap to Terrapagus without my shell. 56 would be a max roll if he's modest. Yeah, he does go into this guy. He's Boots. That is not what I wanted to see. I'm going to hit him here. 38. As he does just Discharge. Now he can very easily Thunderclap me here. Let me see. 38 to... So he is pretty Spidef. He's a pretty Spidef guy. So that's not bad, because this is another thing I kind of needed for the Latias win. Let me see. Does Meowscarada kill this guy with Flower Trick? No, not even close. I really think he's gonna Thunderclap me here, but I don't know if I have a better play of just staying in here unless I want to sack Pesherant. There's really no reason to keep this guy around. Yeah, he does Thunderclap. All right. So what I think I want to do here is... I can go Pesherant and recover. Nah, Pesherant probably dies to Discharge. Yeah, it does way too much. I think I have to go Meowscarada and U-turn, just to make sure he's in range of... Or maybe even just Flower Trick. But that gives him Torkoal, man, which is not what I want, because then he can spin. Well, he can't spin. I have Pesherant still. This is tricky. This is tricky. Let's go Meowscarada, and let's Flower Trick. I'm not sure if I two-shot Torkoal from here. He'll be at what? 45, 33. I don't think Flower Trick two-shots Torkoal. No, it doesn't. That's why I'm debating U-turn here, but if he stays in, Flower Trick is my best click by far. So I need this thing weakened. Roaring Moon plus Blaziken should die to Latias after the hazards, unless they're also Boots. So this is literally the last thing standing in my way. Now, if the sun is up, Blaziken will live a Surf. He goes hard into Blaziken. Damn, I could have U-turned. He has to protect here. But he's also in vacuum wave range now. So I don't want to save this guy. He has to protect. There's no way he's not clicking protect here. I don't think the spike really helps me at all. Like, I can spike here if I just plan on sacking this guy. Then I sack Meowscarada. Then I go Valiant to Vacuum Wave here. He should die to Vacuum Wave, right? Blaziken, 45 min. If he's max HP, 37 min. Yeah, I should die. Going Pesherant's kind of a waste. I mean, not really. Like, I can sack Pesherant instead if I want. The only thing that's kind of screws me is if he like substitutes or some crazy thing. Let's go Pesherant here. Fire Blast, Jesus. So he might have been Scarfed, but Valiant is my Revenger, so I will do that. Bolt is still not in Lati range though, that's the problem. But Bolt can't kill Latias either. So he's seen Vacuum Wave now, so he might be scared to go into Roaring Moon here. Regardless, I think I have to stay in. I think I have to stay in versus Roaring Moon. I can't let him get a free Dragon Dance. He goes Prima. He's just gonna click Moonblast here. I believe my sack is Meowscarada. So let's do that. Goodbye, Meowscarada. Let's go into Darkrai and click Terra Agility here, I think is the click. Do I even need to Agility? Yeah, I have to be faster than that guy. So let's do that. He Encores me, which is a bit scary. Huh. How much is he doing to me if he's no investment? Primarina. That might have won in the game. I knew this thing got Encore, man. Hydro Pump. He has to hit like 3 pumps, I think, to kill me. I don't know what to do here. Is he just gonna attack me here? Or is he gonna switch? If he attacks, I don't think he's Moonblast, because then I could just go Valiant, but he might think I'm gonna go Valiant. I think I'm gonna stay in 1 turn here and see what he wants to do. Yeah, he flipped turns. That's the correct play. Into Torkoal. I'm gonna Agility again. Let's see what he does. Yawn. Okay, so now I'll go Valiant. I can't go to sleep. That's fine. Vacuum Wave kills this guy, right? And then doesn't kill Prima. Yeah. This is a problem. I think he has it. If I Moonblast, he goes. I got a Moonblast here. Nah, I think he has it with Moon. He just has to come in here and attack me. Because Moon didn't take any chip. And I don't kill Raging Bolt from here with Lottie. I don't even know if I 2-shot it. Because that Raging Bolt was very bulky. He goes into this guy. What is he gonna Thunderclap me? Valiant versus Raging Bolt. Terra Electric. Thunderclap. So this isn't even with the Protoss thingy. It's not special attack. Yeah, Thunderclap blows me back. I don't even kill him. Oh, yeah, because he's got investment. I think I lose here if he makes the correct play. But I think I need Lottie to like set up, so I'm gonna Moonblast. Yeah, he got the play correct. I mean, my best click versus Raging Bolt is what? Dragon Pulse does slightly more, but I don't even know if I 2-shot him. So I'm gonna Pulse here. Yeah, he does just Discharge. And he gets the pair. So that is the game. He's gonna beat me here. GG to OGalbina. We do drop, unfortunately, 3-0. I don't think this game actually matters for our bye chances, though. Basically, what's gonna happen now is we have to win the last week to get a bye. If not, then we don't get a bye. So that was a good set by him, though. The Encore, I should have predicted Encore. I knew Prima got it, but I just felt like if he didn't have it, that kind of just put me in a winning position right there. I do think the whole early game didn't go as planned for sure. I did get the hazards up, but the boots on Raging Bolt was nice. As you see, he ended up living with 29%. Had he not been boots, then you know, then he would have died to hazards probably, because he came in twice. But it was a good set. Really, I don't know what else I could have done with the team I had. Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. Like, maybe I could use Terapagos differently, but I needed something to chip the Caparaja. So that was just a good play. He got the 50-50 right if I swapped to Lugias with Valiant or not. And maybe it wasn't a 50-50 though, because even if it went to Lugias on his Thunderclap, like, he was still fine there, I think, because I think he just still spams Discharge, and he got the para, and then I think Roaring Moon always killed Valiant. He had to have a move for Valiant. So, GG to OGalbina again. Thank you guys so much for watching week 7. I'll see you guys next week for week 8. Peace.